Hey guys, Ramblin Bob here. I just wanted to make a very quick video on how to set up the original PECRON E2000LFP first model. This is the original model that PECRON released, and now they have an updated version. So if this menu does not work for you, that means you have a new updated menu. System. An easy way to know is you get 100 watts out of the USB-C, and your outlets are 120 volts. Okay, so the menu is very simple. You have a long press and a short press. If you remember Morse code, like that, like that, and D like that. So all you do is you hold down the two buttons at the same time, and you'll see the battery start flashing. When that does that, you hit the bottom one. See, I didn't do it fast enough. You have to hit the bottom one twice real quick. That way you can access. It's kind of like a back door into the system. There you go. So now when you do this, it shuts off everything, the inverters, and the system goes into standby mode. So menu number 1, 2, and 3, you do not change. Those are system settings for the voltage balancing and operation of the PECRON system. In the newer versions, I think they got rid of these, and that's a good idea, because if you start monkeying with menu 1, 2, and 3, you could really alter or change or disrupt or damage your system. So you have a short click, like I was saying. So see how I click it and I could change these? Now that's not a good idea, so I'll put it back to what it was, 10 volts. So the other button you have is a long press. Now when you hold and long press the bottom button, the little AC, it says AC on it. If you hold that, it goes to the next menu. Very simple. This is a balancing thing, so you don't need that. So menu 1, 2, and 3, remember, you don't have to change. So you hold this AC down again for just a couple seconds, and it goes to number 3. That, again, is a balancing thing for the system, so don't change that. And then you hold it down one more time. Then you get to the important one. This is where you set up your batteries. So if you have, this number represents the watt hours of your total system in complete. So say if I just had this bad boy right here, then this number would say 1,920. If I had this plus one EB3000 battery connected to it, this would say 4,992. If I have the full system, which is the 8 kilowatt system, that's the main and 2 batteries, it should say 8,064. How to change these is very simple. You just tap the buttons. You see how that changes? Now watch, I can mess them all up just by going like that. See that? So how to change them back now? Now the system's completely confused. So what you do is you go to the first one and you hit 4. Just like that. Then you go to the second one and you hit 6. The next one is 0. And the next one is 8. Now notice how I was very simple and easy, put it back to 8,064. Once you get to that, the system understands, like a speedometer on a car, you have 0 to whatever. This is the whatever. That's your limit of how much power you have in the station, and you're telling the power meter that's the max amount. That's what that's for. So then once that's set, you just hold down the AC again, and now you go to menu number 5. Now menu number 5 is that deals with the brightness of this LCD screen. Notice it's on level 3. I like it bright so I can see it outside in the summer. So if you short click down, you see how it fades? Level 1. And then if you go up, level 3. That's simple. That's a very simple menu. Then you hold down the AC again to menu number 6. Now number 6 is very important if you have something like a travel refrigerator or something like that. This is an auto shut off for the system. Now some people were complaining about like the ports turning off on them. This is how you can adapt that. If you don't want any of the ports to go off or standby at any time, you leave it on off. That means don't touch the system, leave it be. But if you change that to see these hours, it says 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, which is the max. Then after that period of time, this system, if it detects no load, no draw, no energy being pulled from the system shuts down. So that would spoil your food, right? So I did see a few people complaining about that, and I have a feeling they don't know how to set that up. That's why they hooked a refrigerator to it. And of course, a refrigerator has a active, non-active, or inactive state, where the compressor kicks on, it uses energy, and then it goes into a standby state because the refrigerator has reached its temperature, and it goes on like a standby. So Imagine if you were, you drive your car, you get to where you go, you obviously turn the engine off. You don't let it idle because what a waste of power. So that's what the system was designed to do. Go on standby to save your power. Okay, so menu 6, I leave to off. I like to tell the system when to turn on and when to turn off. Now, if you hold down AC again, you go to number 7. That's the last menu in version number 1. 22 volts. Now, what is that? That's 22 volts is the lowest point that this machine will let the battery cells reach before it doesn't even ask you. It just turns it off. And what it does is it protects the cells from getting too low. If you discharge batteries too low, sometimes you have trouble or you can't bring them back. It's kind of like the point of no return kind of thing. So once it gets to 22 volts, which is the absolute bottom, this system will shut down on you whether you like it or not. Now, if you hold down the AC again, you will complete the menu and it'll go to EEP. I don't know what that means, but that means complete. So now I'll plug in back my solar power because I'm wasting my sun out there. All the sun gods out there are sending me rays here and I want to get them. But hopefully, there you go. Now I got solar again. So hopefully this helped you a little bit. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to comment. We're building a community here, so we're always willing to help people figure out the problems to our hobbies. You know, I was new at this once too, and I didn't know the answers. So any questions, you feel free. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to have scribers. We're building a whole family of scribers. That's what I call them, scribers, because I think that's cool. All right, guys, you have a beautiful day. Ramble on and be safe out there. Safe travels.